This is a video to show correct procedures for starting, closing down the machine, winding the hose back onto its reel, etc. So we'll assume it's a morning situation, Paddy, where the loader valve is in the open position. Just explain where we go.
Yes, first thing in the morning, as you start the engine, you want to make sure this valve is opened and we have no attachments on the gun, on the lance. And at this stage we can start the engine on full accelerator. Full accelerator. And obviously start the engine on full accelerator. Then close the valve.
Okay, and put on the respective tool.
Yes, put on whatever tool we need. Open the valve. Stop.
Okay.
During the day, for daytime stopping or while we're using the machine, we don't need to release the pressure. It's better not to release the pressure. If we're stopping the engine, you can stop the engine with the pressure fully loaded on the system. If you want to change accessories, we close the valve, which keeps the pressure in the system. You want to leave the pressure in the system.
Always
at all
in the
time.
system.
Always in the system. We can change our guns, discharge our pressure,
Yes.
change our guns. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then when we start our machine up again, our system stays the way it is. It stays fully loaded with
You
pressure.
put on your next,
Put on your next attachment.
the next attachment, start the unit, and then reopen the valve again.
Reopen the valve again. If by some accident somebody opens the valve and discharges the pressure, this puts the engine back into gear again effectively, which makes it difficult to start. The best procedure is to disconnect the lance at this stage. We hold the trigger pulled and start the engine. The engine reaches normal RPM running speed. It's okay to discharge, release the gun and let the pressure back into the system again.
Okay, so we've just finished the day's work. We want to roll up the hose.
While the engine's running, we shut off the valve, we discharge the pressure, we can release our gun then at this stage, and our hose is free to reel up.
Yes, that takes all the pressure
out
off
of
the hose from there to there, and
there.
it leaves the hose nice and flexible.
Yes, but at this stage the engine is still running free and running at maximum pressure because the hose from here, the engine is under
closed.
pressure.
Yeah,
Yes,
and that leaves it easier to start and all that and whatever.
I suppose a better way would have been when we're starting the engine in the morning to keep that attached when we're starting the engine in the morning.
Okay, one further question here. This particular valve on the front of the machine,
Yes.
what uses and abuses that valve?
The worst abuse for the valve would be dirt in your system, having very fine sand go through your filter and comes up and sandblast the tip of the valve on the road out through
Right, the
again.
plunger.
The other abuseful thing that you could do would be to constantly pulling and releasing the trigger on a constant, on a constant load.
Yes.
Where some operators tend to pull the trigger and release it and pull it and release it and pull it and release it. Every
Yeah.
time you do that, that's getting hit with 3,000 pound of pressure every time. So try to avoid that where possible. In some cases you do need to do it, but try to avoid it where possible.
Yeah, but the main issues that you've found with that valve would be people maybe taking water from either a stream or whatever, and it dirty or whatever.
Yes, fire hydrant particularly is generally very sandy.
High hydrants.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you get a lot of sand coming through. So effectively, it's coming out of the pump here at 3,000 pound of pressure. It's a sand blaster.
Yes.
And it blasts the tip of the nozzle.
Blast the tip of the nozzle.
In theory, it's a very good quality valve. It should last up to 2 years for continuous use, heavy duty use. If you're abusing it with sandy water, you could destroy the valve in 2 months.
2 months.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to congratulate Alan and Paddy on the excellent job they've done on the front of the machine, which is really a protective cage, but also a good cage for pulling the machine forward, pushing the machine back where you can really put your body up against it. So this will now be in production, and we'll get one of these to you. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Alan, for all your support, and Paddy, thank you very much for your support as well. Hopefully this is of some help. Always on the phone to help us. Always, thank you.